Standing in this week for Ashley Kyle, I'm Sean Kober.
And I'm Bob Spicer.
And this is your Lake of the Ozarks news update, brought to you by Old Kinderhook and Yacht Club Power Sports.
And today we're going to be talking about the frog days of summer.
A bittersweet solution for parking problems.
A big surprise for a Camdenton man in his front yard.
And a local fireboat taking a long voyage. And much, much more. First, here's a word from Old Kinderhook Golf Resort.
Old Kinderhook at Lake of the Ozarks has everything for your getaway in one convenient location, featuring a Tom Weiskopf designed golf course. The trophy room offers a unique dining experience with an amazing view serving breakfast, lunch, and casual dining. Old Kinderhook is your perfect stay and play destination, offering nightly and weekly accommodations, marina facilities, a luxurious spa, and an event space to host a variety of different occasions. Discover your place at the lake. Call for 2014 rates and information, or visit us online.
The parking lot rail jam came to Wake Effects in Osage Beach last week. Wakeboarders put their skills on display, and Lake TV was there for all the action.
Rebound, so I caught off the backboard. I told her, baby girl, come here. No, I run the town even when I ain't from there. And I brag hardly, but just to show up at this party I made with your nigga making 1 year. That's unfair, but so is life. Take a chance, roll the dice. Money can't buy your love, cause it's overpriced.
Summer is a time for swimming, boating, and all kinds of outdoor activities, and one of those activities has been off limits since last fall, but it's time to sharpen up your gigs, boys, because frogging season begins next week. Yeah. Season begins at sunset on June 30th and ends on October 31st. Bullfrogs and green frogs are fair game with a daily limit of 8 frogs total. Check out the Missouri Department of Conservation's website for rules about what permit you'll need and what tools you can use when you're gigging.
That's bad news for the frogs, but the next story is good news for gators. That's shady gators specifically. Last week, the Camden County Commissioner gave green light for owner Gary Pruitt to develop a satellite parking lot for the Gator Complex on Bittersweet Road. And it was truly a bittersweet solution for the area homeowners. Some have shown support for the project since it would likely reduce illegal parking along Bittersweet Road during busy weekends. But others said they didn't want a parking lot in the neighborhood. They expressed concerns about reduced property values, safety issues, and excessive road noise. Pruitt said the parking lot will have security guards and they will enforce quiet hours from 11 p.m. to 9 a.m.
City of Laurie says it's all come down to the budget, and the board unanimously voted last week to eliminate the Public Works Director position. Director Ed Young's been with that position in the city for 18 years, and his was the highest paid position in the city. The board will reassign the duties Young had covered to several different city employees. And in the same meeting, the board took several other actions it hopes will result in some sort of savings. The city saw a $22,000 loss in the revenues last year, and it could be even more in 2014.
Refusing to take a breathalyzer test is illegal in Missouri, but for some drivers, they've been getting away with it for years due to the extended legal process involved in enforcing the penalties. But Miller County has joined recently a growing number of Missouri that will not take no for an answer. The county will now be using a digital warrant system that will allow officers to obtain a warrant for a blood test within a few minutes if a driver refuses the breathalyzer. Miller County Prosecutor Matt Howard says he hopes the policy will reduce the number of refusals and help law enforcement fight drunk driving.
A bike race that began in Oceanside, California and ends in Annapolis, Maryland brought dozens of competitors through the lake area last week. The Station 32 at the Signal convenience store in Camdenton offered a place for road-weary bike racers to take a little break and enjoy a snack, and one of the many racers who came through Camdenton was Pippa Middleton, the younger sister of Kate Middleton, who you might recall as the Duchess of Cambridge. Pippa is part of an 8-person team supporting the Michael Matthews Foundation, which helps provide an education for children who otherwise might not receive one. In the solo division, Christopher Strasser crossed the finish line in Annapolis on June 18th with a time of 7 days, 15 hours, 56 minutes.
A little boat is making a long voyage since the Sunrise Beach Fire Protection District sold one of its fireboats to a buyer in the Netherlands. The 12-foot Jetsonic boat was no longer practical for the Lake of the Ozarks. Chief Dennis Riley said a broker helped the district find a Dutch buyer, and the boat was hauled to Port of Baltimore for the first leg of its trip to Europe. The district says it will use the proceeds from the sale to offset costs for a fire hydrant expansion program along Highway MM and Shawnee Bend.
A Camdenton resident, Tim King, was walking his dog in his front yard near Lake Valley Golf Course last week when he says he saw a mountain lion. King says he took the dog indoors, grabbed a gun and a flashlight, and ran back outside. He says he yelled at the animal for 5 minutes trying to scare it away, and it only retreated when he got within 35 feet. Yikes. With a flashlight in one hand and a pistol in the other, King says he was unable to take a photo. The one we're showing here, by the way, is provided by the Conservation Department and is not necessarily the mountain lion King saw. But the department has set up a camera in King's yard, hoping to catch a glimpse of the animal. No breeding population has been confirmed in Missouri, but the department says young male mountain lions often make their way through the state in search of new territories. Now, after a word from Yacht Club Power Sports, we'll take a look at the events coming to the lake area this weekend. So stay with us.
Things are looking up at Yacht Club Power Sports. On the water, in the woods, or on the streets. At Yacht Club Power Sports, we have your ticket to ride. Like an awesome lineup of Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides. The Can-Am Maverick Max can tear up the trail, or you can make your own trail. Come into Yacht Club Power Sports and check out the all-new Sea-Doo Spark. Things are looking up at Yacht Club Power Sports in Osage Beach, under the big red sign in front of Hy-Vee. Yacht Club Power Sports, where the fun begins and never ends.
The Missouri Department of Transportation will hold a public forum this Wednesday in Osage Beach, giving citizens the opportunity to weigh in on local priorities. The meeting is scheduled from 4 to 6 p.m. in Osage Beach City Hall. On August 5th, Missouri voters will decide on a Constitutional Amendment 7, which will temporarily raise state taxes by 3/4 of a cent to fund transportation projects across the state.
On Tuesday, the Lake Area Community Orchestra holds a free concert at Christ the King Lutheran Church beginning at 7 p.m. The concert will feature marches, show tunes, and a tribute to President Lincoln.
The Support Our Troops Poker Run is coming to the lake this weekend. More than 100 boats will gather at Camden on the Lake for the Friday event. Proceeds support Heroes Care, which provides support to military families and their communities.
It's a busy weekend at Camden on the Lake. The Patriots' all-motorcycle rally will rumble through the lake this weekend with entertainment at Camden on Friday and Saturday. Proceeds from the event will be given to Peterson Outdoor Ministries, which provides recreational activities, counseling, and support for veterans and their families.
The annual Gem, Jewelry, Rock, Mineral, and Fossil Show is coming to the Eldon this weekend. From Friday through Sunday, rock and jewelry enthusiasts will be at the Eldon Community Center for demonstrations, displays, and games for the kids. This year's theme is petrified wood. The fun begins Friday at 2 p.m. and on Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. This has been your Lake of the Ozarks News Update. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Coburn.
And I'm Bob Spicer, and we'll see you next time, but not necessarily you.